Let me tell you a story. In the 2nd century, there was a man named Polycarp. Polycarp was the bishop of Smyrna, and Smyrna is a town currently known as Izmir in Turkey. It is said that Polycarp was converted into Christianity by John, who was the disciple of Jesus Christ. It is also believed that he wrote a letter to the Philippians in the first half of the 2nd century. Now, in the 2nd century, there was what we call a Christian martyr. Christian martyrs are people who were actually persecuted or killed for their Christian belief. And Polycarp was actually one of these people. In those times, most people would be tortured for their Christian belief. One time, after watching a man named Gimicus, the crowd that was watching him wrestle with wild beasts in the stadium, they were amazed of how much he would entertain the beast within the stadium up until he died. And at the end of the show, they uttered words like, "Down with atheists, get us Polycarp." Polycarp, being a prayerful man, he was at a friend's house, and 3 days before he was arrested, he had a vision of a pillow that was under his head in flames. And the most astonishing thing is that when he woke up, he announced that he was going to be burnt alive. So he left the place that he was in, and the people that were looking for him came to the place that he was in, and they found out that he was not there. So they took the owners of the house, which were said to be young men, and they were tortured into betraying Polycarp. The policeman and the horseman came into the place that Polycarp was in. Polycarp had a chance to escape, but he refused to escape, and he said that, "May the will of God be done." Some of the people that were coming to capture him ended up asking questions like, how could we go through so much trouble coming to arrest such a vulnerable old man? At least he was given a chance to pray. So after praying, they put him on a donkey and they took him to the city. When Polycarp was taken to the arena, Christian brothers that were there testify that they heard the voice of God say, "Be strong, Polycarp." On the other hand, the crowd learned of the news that Polycarp was captured, and there was an uproar in the arena. Polycarp was ordered to reject Christ, and his response was, "86 years have I served him, and he has done me no wrong. How can I blaspheme my King and my Savior?" The old man was threatened that if he does not reject Christ, animals will be charged onto him. But Polycarp stood firm, and he did not budge. He did not deny Christ. They said that, "Listen, if you do not deny Christ because of these animals, we still have more for you." He did not reject Christ even when he was threatened with fire. Unlike any other man, Polycarp prayed as the fire was being prepared. Instead of rejecting Christ, this old man prayed right in the midst of death. As Polycarp was put within the fire, the most astonishing thing is that the fire was not consuming this godly man of God. The executioner was commanded to pierce him with a dagger. And now Polycarp is amongst men like Staphen and men like John the Baptist. He is one of those people who are blessed because they were persecuted for the name of the Lord. And this was the story of a man named Polycarp. And for more stories, please subscribe.